You know, there's a lot to be said about people who actually post videos, on the regular here on YouTube. Even though we're given the right to actually post videos, sometimes you actually have to look at what is in the heart of people who really post the videos. It's not in my nature to actually do a video talking about one particular person or whatever the case may be, but I think actually with this one here, I'm going to have to make an exception. There's a lady actually, and I'm not trying to, throw any shade or anything like that. So I just want to just go ahead and get this out of the way. But there's a young lady, I guess, who is on the internet who actually, I guess, has been doing a series of chats, live chats. And her name is actually Carmen Caboom. And I would have to say to her that hands down, she is quite animated. I actually started looking at her videos maybe about a year or two ago, and like I say, I'm subscribed to her, but the issue is that my subscriptions to her, or the reason why I subscribe to her, has nothing to do with me actually liking her for the most part. It's just that sometimes she says some of the dumbest things that you just cannot help but laugh and hold your head down in shame, and she's just the type of person that actually just says things, like I said, she's a very funny woman. I will give her that. Like I say, and the issue is that she's very animated. But the thing about it again is that, she is also a woman that is full of dysfunction. Now, like I say, I know, this video is getting ready to take a kind of a downward turn, as some would say, but one thing that I actually have to be real, it's one thing to actually just post things just to try to, kiss behind and such like that. I've never been that way. Well, not true. Maybe at one time because I wanted to be liked. But as you get older, you begin to really to discover and really to see things as they are and really have the need to see and know and want other folks to know that, hey, I'm not on here for likes. I'm on here just to tell the truth. And for the most part, I would like to consider myself to be that type of person. But it's funny when you actually have people that have something to say about everybody else. But the thing about it again is that they figure that they are okay for the most part. And with those type of people, you actually have to really put them under a microscope and really examine them and really see what's really going on in the heart. Because again, I'm a strong believer and a firm believer in the Bible, and that, whatever in the heart, that's what you're going to say eventually. I believe that you can say anything and try to cover up only for so long, but the more that you ramble, you're going to begin to reveal, I should say, who and what you truly are. Anybody who actually has time to actually sit there and actually talk about folks, and try to make them the subject of their, the subject of their chats and videos and such, and continue to do this on a daily basis, I believe really that they're really trying to take the light off themselves and shine it on other folks, to try to somehow get their minds off of their own misfunctions or dysfunctions, I should say. And it's sad when you actually are so dysfunctional to the point where your self-esteem is in the garbage can. Your self-esteem is in the garbage can, and for the most part, when anyone tries to actually get you to face your demons, if you will, even though you encourage other people to face theirs, you cannot tell me to face something when you're not really even willing to do it on your own court. And when I run across those type of people, and I really do think that she's just that type of person. And again, I'm not trying to be funny or downright, mean or anything. I'm just pretty much just saying things just how I see them. Like I say, I don't be quick to make a video about somebody, based on maybe one or two videos. I actually take time to really to analyze and really look at a whole list of videos that they may do. Now, I'll say this. I don't look at every video that this woman makes because she's constantly making videos, video after video after video. Live chats after live chats after live chats. I mean, trying to keep some sort of stance with her audience, the people who are subscribed to her, like I say, even though I'm subscribed to her, that doesn't mean that I actually go along with everything that she says, because some things that she says is just downright wrong, a lie, But the thing about it again is what gets me is that most of her subscribers, regardless of what she says, they will not put her in check or tell her, hey, I disagree with that because of this, that, and the other. Because they are afraid of being blocked, which I'm not afraid of. I mean, if you're going to block me, like I say, that tells more about you than it does me. But like I say, it's just something to be said about these type of people. I like to classify this video as an intimate portrait of dysfunction. Because that's exactly what we're dealing with. A classic case of dysfunction. It's a shame that YouTube actually allows people really to make videos. Everyone is what I'm saying. Even those who actually have a troubled mind, they're allowed to post videos. And the thing about it again is that they're allowed to, to say and suggest things and do things. And I mean, and it's like, as long as they don't actually, I guess, infringe upon anybody else's right to, making a video or whatever, they're in good stance. But one thing that I really believe, like I say, that really should be done, I believe is that, and I know it'll never happen, but I think that YouTube should actually require some folks to do a psychological background test before they actually give them the permission to create an account. Because you have a lot of people that are dysfunctional, but yet still they can operate a video camera. That's a dangerous combination. And the thing about it, again, is that they're actually allowed to spread their dysfunction all across the internet for all the people to, to listen to and hopefully rock along with. But see, again, with me, I'm not that type of way, because I've never been the type of person that actually goes along with what other folks say just because it's a popular thing. I learned a long time ago, and I still learn, that it's okay to stand alone. Even if even if it's stupid, even if it doesn't seem right, you still stick by your principles. Whatever you believe, even if your decision is wrong, at least I can say I respect you enough that you didn't cave in and jump on the bandwagon with everybody else. And that's just the type of person that I am. But Carmen Caboom is she's a very opinionated person. Underneath, I mean, just, on the surface, there's nothing wrong with being opinionated. Everybody has an opinion. And the thing about it, though, is that when you actually analyze her opinion and put it actually back in her face for her to actually to realize and see the fallacies in what she's saying, she gets offended. She gets offended to the point where she becomes quite childish, begin the name calling like typical females, black females do. They begin to want to attack your appearance, in a host of other things. That lets me know that they have nothing on you. That's when they're just what I would call grabbing at straws. But the issue is that when you put yourself out there for the world to see you and judge you, that's exactly what's going to happen. What I don't understand with people is that they get angry when folks actually critiques them. Now, the thing about it again, there's always risks in posting videos. There's a risk. There's an understanding when posting videos, meaning that the people who are going to look at your video, first of all, you're not going to say anything unless you want someone to listen to what you're saying, number one, or why post the video. But aside from all of that, which is again is common knowledge, you open yourself up to a world of criticism. And the thing about it again is that everybody is not going to agree with you. I learned that a long time ago. And I'm okay with that. But just because someone doesn't agree with you, that doesn't mean that that gives you the right to degrade them. To me, that's a mind of a child. And it's a sad thing that you actually have females, grown behind females, raising children with that type of mentality. That's the reason why we have a lot of dysfunctional children, because let's be real, in the black community, most of the children are being raised by the mother. And the mother's mind is so dysfunctional, and of course she's used to being dealt with by, or going out making poor choices in men, and the men turn around and show her what they really think of her. And then, she builds up this defense where she has to get just as childish as they are in order to somehow get even. And this cycle is not only done outside in society, it's brought onto the computer screen through a video. One thing about it, again, is you can tell a lot about a person. They don't have to really do much, I guess. Just watch their actions. Someone who claims to be comfortable with herself. First of all, the thing about it, again, is that, number one, I know how far to go as far as putting my business out there. I don't want everybody knowing all of my personal intimate details regarding my marriage. And if somebody asks me about it, I'll politely say that is not really, I think, any of your concern. No harm intended. But that's not something that I choose to discuss. But when you put yourself out there and saying you got a husband who you feel that is cheating on you, with another woman, and he knows that and all this other type of stuff, and it's okay as long as I'm getting the money, he's taking care of me, this, that, and the other. All of that is fine, but the issue is that when folks bring that back to you in your face, you can't get mad about that because you gave them ammunition. And the sad part about this whole thing is that you actually have people who we call subscribers who sit there and actually cheer her along in dysfunction. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm willing to bet that not all of the people that are subscribed to her is totally with her. I believe, and I could be wrong, but I really don't think I am. I believe when they get out of that chat or turn off the computer from listening to her videos before they go to bed, I guarantee you a lot of them actually bust out laughing. Because they cannot believe that they're listening to a woman that really thinks that she has her stuff together when she doesn't even have a pot or a window, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And the thing about it again is I tune in. I don't watch all of her videos. There's only certain ones that I watch. And the ones that I do watch is where she's very heated in yet again another battle. Because again, she actually, I guess, was taken advantage of by numerous of people. And she claims she's very intelligent. Hey, if that's what she wants to call it, hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to say anything about that. But some of the things that you do or that she does, it really doesn't make any sense. Okay, I guess you need an example. There's a latest video that she actually did where she was actually confronting or trying to find out the true identity of what she called a person called a troll by the name of Eddie. I think the video was 3 hours or something long. I never thought that I could actually sit there and listen to a video that long, but again, it was getting pretty heated. It started off kind of standard with her videos, her introduction, with all that proper talk and her putting on, how it is. Like I say, I can see through all of that. To me, that's just nothing but a smoke screen. But like I say, it is what it is. But then all of a sudden, someone says something that pisses her off, and next thing you know, she tells them, this, that, and other, this is my platform, I can do whatever I want to, fine, whatever. Then she talks about and gets deep into this issue about she has been given information about the fact that Eddie was not a real person, but yet still someone who can't stand her guts. And they were just actually playing with her emotion. I'm sorry. This is funny. Now, as intelligent as you claim that you are, and the thing about it is that, again, we don't know what you do unless you tell us as viewers. So again, you cannot get mad when somebody actually brings up something that you actually already told us, because again, people are taking notes. Every time you do a video or whatever the case may be, you may sit up there and have a lighthearted conversation with folks. You best believe what you're saying, people are taking notes. So later on, when you say, well, I never said this, that, and the other, oh, yes, they have it written down. It can tell you the video that you said it on, and even down to the minutes when you said it. But you claim that you're intelligent, but yet still you're going to give your phone number to this quote-unquote Eddie character so you all can talk off the computer screen, all because you really thought that this character really had some sort of feelings about you. You thought that he was feeling some kind of way about you. Now, again, I'm only giving you what you give to us. You say that you're a very smart woman, okay? That's what you say in your world. But Who in their right mind is going to give their phone number to someone who they suspect is a troll? And it's so funny that when you suspect that somebody is actually up to no good, why in the world would you actually give them an intimate access to you? And giving out your phone number is giving someone access to you, even though you suspected that they were a troll. It doesn't make any sense. See, one thing about it is that when I'm dealing with folks, and the thing about it, like I say, I take and I listen to everything that they say, but I have to go back and re-listen and look at their past behaviors up to what they're talking about now. And the issue is, I tend to find inconsistencies, especially with her. Again, I'm not trying to tear her apart, but the issue is that she is so hard on other folks. So guess what? Why not return the favor? And I will be glad. I will be the one that will be glad to do that. It doesn't matter. Me and her actually really haven't had an exchange with each other, maybe one or two, and it wasn't actually really under any good circumstances. She tried to insult me. I turned around and gave her what she gave me. And the issue is that she really didn't have a good comeback, and we just left it alone. But since then, I again would listen to some of her videos. And I would just sit in my bed and just laugh. I look at her videos maybe before I go to sleep because, again, I need something good to kind of take my mind off of the day, and I need a good laugh. And she is actually a very good comedian. I'll give her that. She is very funny. She is very animated. I never thought that a woman could be that funny, but some things she say it's just stupid. It's so stupid till you just can't help but laugh. That's just how it is. She is stupid till you can't help but laugh. That's what I get from her. But the issue is that out of everything that she's saying, out of all of this that she values herself and this, that, and the other, I have to say that if that's what she wants to call value, that's all on her. But she has a very big issue with loving herself. She really does. Like I say, I don't expect for this video to get passed around. I don't expect for the video to get many views. And I'm not all about the views anyway, but I'm all about getting the word out there so someone somewhere can really understand what I'm saying. When you have an issue with self-esteem, you've been in relationships. The only thing that you've done, and again, not to bring up your past, but again, you brought it up. So guess what? Here we go again. You slept around a lot. You slept with married men. Again, you've caused people, you even went up to someone's job, and stuff like that, tried to get them fired. Now, I've seen past videos where you talked about all of that type of stuff. I might not have commented, but again, I've been taking notes too. But when you go through what you've gone through, again, and you married to a husband who really is not a husband, the only thing I guess he's good for is to give you money. And the funny thing about it, I guess, is that from the money that he gives you, I guess it's not enough because, again, you're going from hotel to hotel trying to pretend as if everything is okay, I'm cool and stuff like this. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's what you say, but, again, I'm not a fool. And what surprises me is that some of her subscribers actually, well, a majority of them, from what I'm understanding, buys into her rhetoric. Now, again, you have a lot of them that goes in there every time she posts a chat. You see the same things. Oh, hi, this person. Oh, hi, that person. This, that, and the other. And the issue is, they are donating money. And the issue is that if you're okay and you're all this, that, and the other, why do folks have to donate to you? Why do they have to actually give you money to take care of your own personal business? Shouldn't your husband be doing that for you? You're married, right? I just don't understand. You are a very confused person. You are a very confusing person, and you're confused. You don't know what to say. You say what you say. What you say out of your mouth is what you say, as far as what you want other folks to hear. And the thing about it is that when someone turns around and actually gets on your level and delivers the same insults that you do to them, next thing you know, you want to get all bent out of shape. You want us talking about getting court papers or whatever. I've heard it all before. We've heard it all before. Yeah, you're going to do this, that, and the other. Fine, whatever the case may be. If you have to do all of this type of work, then it would be easier for you to just stop making videos and going about your business, right? I'm just trying to be logical. That's all I'm trying to be. And I'm not trying to insult you, but the issue is that you insult yourself when you're inconsistent. And the thing about it is that there's nothing wrong because sometimes we all make mistakes or whatever. But the issue is that you have the nerve to get up there and pretend that you're all of that. That's the reason why I'm actually making this video, to let you know that you're not as hot as you think you are. You may have all of these subscribers. And I'm so glad I don't have hardly that many subscribers, because that means I don't have to kiss as much behind, to try to stay in good standing with my views. Like I said, if you go and look through my channel, because I know that's what you do, you go and look to try to see if you can find an issue with whoever it is, you are more than welcome to look at any video that I did. I don't have nothing to hide. I know my videos don't get that much views, and I'm grateful for that, because I talk about things that you claim that you know, which is the Bible. And for some of the things that come out of your mouth to call yourself a woman of God, no, I beg to differ. Your daddy is Satan. That's who that is. Because my Bible tells me that blessings and curses don't supposed to come out the same mouth. You are cursed by what comes out of your mouth. So the only thing you are living in is a world of delusion. Because guess what? There is no way that God is looking down on you smiling, saying that that's okay, my child, all is well. There is no way. Because if that's the case, that means everybody, including the homosexuals too, got a chance to get to heaven. That means that they will be going to heaven if you call yourself a child of God. But like I said, I don't want to get too much into religion, because again, that is something that you really don't know much about. But like I say, we'll just leave that there and just leave that on the edge there to be dealt with at a later date, if at all. But I don't really know where to begin or end with you, because you're a complete mystery. And the thing about it again is that, how long are you going to be going from home to home? Like I say, where you can't find peace. And it's a funny thing. Everywhere you go, there's always somebody that is messing with you. Somebody that is doing that to you. Somebody that is doing this, that, and the other. And the thing about it, people, I believe, can be minding their own business. It's you that come in there with this huge chip on your shoulder as if you're all of that, disrupting the lives of the people that was there before you. That's why I laugh at you, because it's like you feel like you're the victim, when you're actually the one that actually are the one that's causing problems. Number one, if I'm moving into a new place, last thing I want to do is actually make ways where folks know who I am. Now, like I say, if someone is going to know who I am, I want them to know that I'm a nice person. I come and go, mind my own business, and I don't bother anybody. That's how I am known. But if you want to come there and say, okay, you know what? They're doing drugs over there, this, that, and the other. I need to do something about it. Woman, do you think that as long as that building is there, you have people that have been living there that's doing drugs in and out, you think that management is going to listen to you? The first thing they're going to tell you to do is, if you don't like it, get out. I don't know, for some reason you think that the world, or I should say the sun, rises and sets on your command. And I don't know who told you that it did, but I'm here to tell you that it doesn't. You are a very dysfunctional woman, a very dogmatic woman. Like I said, and the issue is that, it would be easy for me to insult you, but it's too obvious. I'm not going to do that, because that's not my style. And even though some of these things that I said in this video may seem like an insult, it's not at all. It's all about how you interpret information. Like I said, I'm not on here to say that I'm perfect, because I know I'm not. I have a lot of faults just like the next person. But I don't get up here and actually make video after video after video trying to prove something to someone. Because I look at it this way. People are going to like you within the first couple of seconds of them talking to you. They've already made up in their mind, hey, this person is good. I want to rock with them. Or, you know what? This person is nothing but a phony. I want to leave them alone. And it's actually magnified when you actually change the platform and do it on a chat, through a computer screen. All these people who you are talking to or who are talking with you don't have any personal connection with you. All they see you through is a computer screen. And all they're looking at is your life being played out on a computer screen. Your daily activities. You're going this place. You're going that place. Oh, you had a lovely dinner. This, that, and the other. And I mean, oh, fine. Fine. We all have a lovely dinner. It's just that I just don't know what to say. And like I said, you may look at this video and then again, you may not. It doesn't matter. But I will be glad to sit down and talk with you. But like I say, you know, if it ever comes to that, but I don't really think it would, because again, I know that again that you say that you are, you know, you have the gift of words. Well, guess what? So do I. So again, I have no reason to back down. And like I said, you know, you referred to me, I guess, in one of your videos that you did one time, and I commented on it, and you were saying I look like I'm going through a transition from a man to a woman. Well, the issue is with that, I cannot help how I look. And I'm all man. I love the way I look. I cannot help that I look natural. I cannot help that I look this way when you actually have to put on makeup to try to look halfway decent. When I don't have to put on anything and rock the way I look. But like I say, you know, that's just a little sample of how low I can go. But again, I don't want to do that. Because again, I look at you for what you are. You are a woman who is actually crying out for help. But the issue is that you're angry. Because again, life is not giving you or treating you the way that you think it should. But the issue is that you cannot get mad at anybody but yourself. Because again, you're a grown woman. And you've made the choices that you've made. And now you're having to lie in it. Like I say, I may do another video. It depends on how I feel. Peace out. Bye-bye.